Who will call the tune over the next few days, the Prime Minister or his opponents? Today, Boris Johnson told the Commons he would fight any plan to force him to agree to a Brexit delay.
There is only one way, Mr. Speaker, to describe this deal. It is Jeremy Corbyn's surrender bill. It means running up the white flag. I want to make clear to everybody in this House, there are no circumstances in which I will ever accept anything like it.
Tonight, a cross-party group of MPs will vote to take control of business in the Commons. If they're successful, they'll then try to pass a law tomorrow to force the government to delay Brexit Day for 3 months if no deal's been agreed with the EU. If that happens, the government says by the end of the week it will try to force a vote on an early election. And if 2/3 of MPs vote for that, the most likely election date is October the 14th. This afternoon, the government majority disappeared as Conservative MP Philip Lee here crossed the floor and defected to the Liberal Democrats, saying his old party had become a narrow faction. Meanwhile, this other Conservative was getting ready to vote against the government too.
I couldn't live with myself if I were to allow this country to crash out with no deal on the 31st of October. And there are plainly members of the government who are prepared to carry out this crazy act.
And does that include the Prime Minister?
Yes.
So then, would enough MPs say yes if the Prime Minister requests an early election? The Labour leader still says he wants one, but he sounds a bit less gung-ho than yesterday.
If this legislation goes through, then there's an extension of Article 50 of membership of the European Union for 3 months after the end of October. Let's see what happens after this legislation has gone through, and if an election is called, I'm absolutely ready to fight it.
This Labour MP says he'll vote against an election because Brexit must be resolved first.
I want a referendum followed by a general election. I'm not standing against a general election. There will be a general election perhaps in weeks or months. But once we've resolved Brexit, we will then be able to go into a general election that is actually an honest general election, a general election that's not poisoned by Brexit.
Scottish nationalist MPs will vote for an election. In another parliament, the party's leader spelt out her view of the short and the long term.
Scotland did not vote for any form of Brexit, and having a catastrophic no-deal Brexit imposed upon us is completely and utterly unacceptable. We have a clear democratic mandate to offer the choice of independence within this term of Parliament, and we intend to do so.
It's the first day back, and are we still stuck in the same endless round of argument, or could something be about to shift? We should soon know.